Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
I'm back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the for my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get him, I got him, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, all them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, show mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty talking about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'm a spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the sky's the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been duck dog, getting in my new merch, color duck sauce on the new couch with my Chucks on. Get the on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a hawk guy on the ball cat, get the out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
So, unless we're here to play chess, let's talk about you.
Do you play?
Me? No. Okay, today is June 1st. Please say your name and spell it.
I'm God, G-O-D.
Ain't no rest for the weary. Tell me why is your eyes teary? They blinded, try and read my mind shining, minus the jewelry. You can't judge me, neither can God or the jury. That's it, I draw the line, won't let them get too close to me. The moon to they wave, the underlying influence. I've been blessed with the gift to see the beauty in the ruins. I read light and I speak it fluent. I'm not related to you, but I relate to you, cause I've been through it. Only call you my brother if you prove it, cause we all know it Judas, but we all still love him cause we stupid. All this information at your fingertips on these computers, you'd be a fool not to use it. Ain't no room for excuses, it's the turmoil that keep the fire burning inside of me. I give all the credit to the God in me. Most honorably, my God was the only one right beside of me. Only commitment I'm fulfilling divine prophecy. You know how the story go, nappy head, snotty nose. They thought I was washed up, they was full of dirty clothes. See, you had an easy pass with me, life took its toll. In the road I'm headed down now, I'm sure it's gonna take some more. It's levels to this shit, tell me which one you vibrate on. I'm moving silence like the quiet right before the storm. They never saw me coming, they just noticed I was gone. This verbal intercourse is how I make my knowledge born. Ain't no limit to this. Nah, ain't no gimmicks with this. I'm talking about God, that's as real as it get. We exist, I ain't no mystery or myth. G.O.D. Peace, God in me. Peace, God, G.O.D. Peace, God in me. Peace, God.
If it's peace, then let it be peace so we can eat. Keep a vegan state of mind, my brother, it's no beef. This is my land, Lord, with no lease on me. My mama, my daddy, my OG. All four of my babies gon' make it, you gon' see. Cause they know and he know and she know me. I could never get no sleep until my cipher's complete. I was in the 1 to 12 deep, just 14. Knowledge itself, it kept my mind empowered with wealth. Wrong people, wrong time. time overpowered my health. I was just enjoying prime, but I acknowledge I fell. 18, 3 months later, no college is jail. Out of this world, the only ways to holler through mail. Every name I was called, they hit that guy on a nail. I stopped beef, I got on the curb, avoid the streets. I'll be 40 in some weeks, I just wanna see some peace.
Ain't no limit to this. Nah, ain't no gimmicks with this. I'm talking about God, that's as real as it get. We exist, I ain't no mystery or myth. G.O.D. Peace, God and me. Peace, God, G.O.D. Peace, God and me. Peace, God.
Welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother DMG, aka Brother Pianki. And that was the one and only Lord Bennu with God, G.O.D. Y'all check out that brother music right here on Paradigm Shift TV 314. And we are back with the battle of the ideologies versus series tournament. Y'all know what it is. It's the semifinals. Demus versus Lord Bennu, the shepherd of u.s.a. And one is going home. One is moving on to get that big gold belt and a $300 cash prize. Now, y'all know what it is. Before these brothers get into their demonstration, I got to do my usual greeting. So allow me to say God bless to all my Christian brothers and sisters. Let me say hotep to all my Kemetic brothers and sisters. Let me give a big salute to all my Naga brothers and sisters. Let me say assalamu alaikum to all my brothers and sisters in the NOI. Let me say Islam to all my Moorish brothers and sisters. Let me say peace to all my brothers and sisters in the nation gardens and earth, them 5%ers. Let me say shalom or shalom to my Israelite brothers and sisters. Let me say what's up to all my atheist brothers and sisters. Salute to all my Abo brothers and sisters. Let me say what's up to all my Rasta brothers and sisters. And last but certainly not least, let me say Jumbo to all the rest of my brothers and sisters all throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you're black, I'm with you. And I hope you with me. Our different ideologies shouldn't keep us from uniting. We can't have unity without uniformity. And I want y'all to pay attention to this last one. We can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. That being said, family, like I said, it's the versus series tournament battle of the ideologies. As y'all know, we do this thing a particular way. Each participant will get 10 minutes to do their spiel, to make their argument. They will also have 10 minutes to refute their opponent's argument. So that's 2 10-minute rounds apiece. They also going to get 5 minutes to do their opening round. They will each have 10 minutes to question each other. Now, the question and answer period is always a source of frustration and controversy. So let me run it down. The person asking the question has 10 minutes to ask as many questions as they can to their opponent. If it gets stagnant, as the moderator, I will, or whoever will, step in and keep the thing moving along. But it is the job of the person asking the questions to move to the next question if they are satisfied or if they are unsatisfied. In other words, if they get an answer they don't like, they can pry to get an answer that makes more sense, or they can say, okay, you didn't answer my question. Let's move on. If the other person proceeds to try to continue a discussion on that particular question, it is up to them to keep it moving. If the other person persists in the argument, again, I will step in. And that is my job to do so. If I fail to do so, then that is on me. If they fail to do so, that is on them. And that goes for both participants. That being said, this is what it is. Y'all know we done had a few minor hiccups and minor setbacks. People want to question the integrity of this tournament. And I'm going to say it again. I said it once. If you have a problem with the way we doing things over here, you can get out from over here. It's literally that simple. I'm not here to put my lips on nobody's ass but my queen upstairs. So if that's what you're looking for me to do, you're in the wrong place. Now, in the future, we're going to take all these things that we did under consideration, and we're going to move on and try to improve upon what we did this time. But other than that, that's what it is. So I want y'all to be aware that we hear the complaints, we hear the talk, all of that. We're going to improve upon it the next time around. But as for this time, if you don't like the way DMG do things, it's other places you can be on YouTube. And I promise you, I ain't going to take it no kind of way. With that being said, we got some mainstays here on Paradigm Shift. We got the animated assassin, Demus, and we got the shepherd of u.s.a, the people's champ, Lord Bennu. We're going to get right into it, y'all. Let me get my timer pulled up. I want to make sure we being fair to both of our brothers. Let me get that timer pulled up. Shout out to my man, Nobody from Trust and Believe the Gospel, my co in this YouTube thing. If I'm the Godfather, if I'm the Don, then he the capo regime up out in this piece. You understand? Shout out to my little bro. Shout out to the Craigs, my man Ratchet and Classic Craig, the law firm. Shout out to my mans and them over there in Naga. Shout out to the Dream Team. Shout out to my man Captain K. We're gonna talk about the Dream Team and Captain K later on in this contest. We got something big coming up next weekend. Shout out to the Super Team and my brothers over there. Shout out to everybody that support the channel. Special shout out to the social media champ, J Fax, and an even more special shout out to the queen herself, Miss Barbara, for always supporting the channel, not just with talk, but with them dollar bills. So peace to everybody in the chat that's tuning in. I'm going to turn it over to my man, Ratchet, and he going to get this thing started. Y'all going to see why I say he the best moderator in the game, the best promoter in the game. Y'all sit back, relax. We're going to keep this thing popping. Let me know. When to start the time, Ratchet. I'm going to be the official timekeeper tonight.
All right, man. I got to lay down what's going to go on today. We're going to have that opening. We're going to set it to 3 minutes to opening. Y'all don't have to bring up those slides and do not debate in your opening. Just tell us basically what y'all going to be the judges and the audience expect in the actual debate. Also, you're going to have a 10-minute round, first round, one opponent. The second round, 10-minute round. Both opponents gonna have each other lay down their case on what they try to get to information-wise, so the judges and the audience can see. And then we go into what I call the psychological round, the question and answer round. 10 minutes to interrogate your opponent. We're gonna see if they go run and answer the question. We're gonna be watching out for all that 10 minutes each person. So then we're gonna do a closing. Then bang. We go get up out of here, y'all. So put on a good match, man. Let the best man win. That's all I can tell you right now. So how we got this deal, G? Who going first?
It's up to the brothers. Who got the affirmative and the negative? We'll just go with the traditional rules. Who got the affirmative and the negative?
I have the affirmative, but the brother can go first if he'd like.
I'll give my introduction first, but being that you are I have in the affirmative. I would say you start the rounds off when we go. Are we ready? And we
Okay, and
agree
then we
with that?
switch on the and then we switch on the second round. That's fine.
That's fine.
Let's see. So second round. Whoa. Back to the day one DMG. Yeah. So let's do it, Lord Bennu. Let's get ready to rumble.
All right. Well, we ready for my intro. Peace, everybody listening. This is Lord Bennu, the Shepherd of Umecca. I want to give a shout out to everybody that tuned in. And what we're going to do here today is just show that as citizens of the United States of America, we are under contract and we have to uphold certain obligations within that contract. And in order for us to do certain things like nationalism and building the nation and things of those terms, we have to break or adjust the contracts that we already have in place with the society that we signed them with. I want to bring up a word called quixotic, which means having intentions or ideas that are admirable but are not practical. And I want to show that I'm not against Pan-Africanism, the ideas, the movement, and the things that Pan-Africanism represents. I'm simply here to show that in order for Pan-Africanism to actually be a nation, an independent nation of its own, there are certain contractual agreements that they would have to break in order to do anything of substance to get that done. Now, when I say substance, I'm referring to, let's say you have a cold, and to cure that cold, you try wiping your nose and blowing your nose. That's good cosmetically, but that's not doing anything to rectify the problem at its core. And that would be something of substance, going inside and figuring out what's wrong with your body and fixing that, not wiping your nose and wiping the tears from your eyes from that cold. And that's what I think a lot of these organizations that are still citizens of the country that is dominating over them are doing. And they're basically perpetuating narratives that aren't true, but have roots in true ideas and ideologies that exist. And I pass the mic.
You had a minute 30 left.
I'm cool with that. We could get this going.
All right. We're gonna go over to well, hold up. Let me reset. Pan, is your time started at 5 minutes. Time will start when you start. But oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
It's cool. I did have a video for my intro, but since I just heard the Brother Ratchet breakdown and we're not gonna do a presentation for this part, I'll save that for the beginning of my first round. So my intro is gonna be short too. First and foremost, today is International Pan-African Holiday around the world. So salute to all the Garveyites that's holding that down. Right now, there's a 24-hour live stream where the Garveyites are presenting the different things that they're doing for the International Pan-African Holiday. This question right here was a pretty easy question to answer. Can a Pan-African nationalist do anything of substance legally, like building a nation, without breaking its contractual agreements? I mean, yes, simple answer, and we're gonna get into all of that soon. So, like I said, my intro is gonna be short too. So we good. Let's rock. Happy holidays, family. Red, black, and green.
Happy holidays, man. Happy holidays.
All right.
Go ahead and I want to say right quick, shout out to the judges, man. They out there watching. So, judges, y'all been doing a good job. Like I told people, we got 2 female judges and an expert judge that been cut to a split. So I'm letting y'all know, and I sent y'all the criteria on what they judging. So take that into consideration while y'all debating, brothers. Go ahead, DLG.
Yeah, and I want to let y'all know coming up next week, we got the one and only Captain K, the Gal Gabor, returning to the platform. And he bringing his soldiers from ISUPK St. Louis with him. And they're going to be taking on the Dream Team. So you got another one of those powerful team debates akin to what the Dream Team did with them brothers over in Naga. So you got Captain K and his soldiers versus the Dream Team, Najiti and his mans and them. You got the social media champ Jay Fax. You got the one and only Haitian nightmare Darian, and you got the scholar extraordinaire David Chandler taking on Captain K and the ISUPK St. Louis crew. So they're gonna be talking some biblical matters like the virgin birth, as well as can angels disobey the Most High. Then we got a part 2 where we're gonna be covering 2 more biblical topics. So y'all stay tuned for that. That's coming up on September the 8th, next Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So be here for that, and we'll be showing that flyer at the end of the debate. Right now, we're going to get right into it. 10 minutes on the clock. I'm going to turn it back over to Ratchet so he can continue to officiate this thing.
All right, we have agreed that Pan will start out this first round. So when you ready, Pan, let us know.
Before you start, I just want to check with DMG. If you could play that video, sir. I believe the video is 2 minutes, so we could stop right after that and share my screen right after that. I just wanted to give a little bit of a...
So, Pan, the video you sent me was 19 seconds.
Uh-oh. No worries. We're not going to delay for that. I'll play that later on. I'll send you the correct one.
Okay.
We can share my screen. You ready? Okay.
And time will start when you start.
Are you seeing? Okay, boom. Excellent. So a lot of people ask me, Pandemus, why are you a cartoon? It's like, bro, I come from a long line of Garveyite cartoons. Okay. When you look at the old history of the Negro world, our own media, right? Garveyite cartoons were how we conveyed messages to our people. Who was a part of it, I should say. So let's get into round one. Can a Pan-African achieve anything of substance as citizens of the United States without breaking their contractual agreements? Garvey himself has already answered this question. He said, Black people can do it. If you cannot do it, if you're not prepared to do it, then you'll die, right? If you cannot do what other races have done, what other men have done, what other nations have done, you had better die. So he answers this question in 1920. Can we do it? We can do it, and we shall do it. So what has happened since then, right? So part of the video I was going to show was going to deal with this. But a lot of times when you see the sovereign or the non-citizen national argument, you see them dealing with police, right? And I want you to realize that 1 in every 1,000 Black men can expect to be killed by police, according to this Northwestern University study. And you see these pictures, Tamir Rice, Philando Castile, George Floyd. In those instances, those police officers that killed them did not stop to ask them their citizenship. Here's another list right here. You can pause on this when you have time. Here is during Reconstruction, when Black men got a chance to vote and take position in office. Here you have a situation where the Klan targeted local Republican leaders. 35 Black officials were murdered. Another situation, 1870s, where the White League and the Red Shirts began terrorizing and intimidating Black men so they couldn't vote. 250 Black citizens killed over here at the other one in America's only successful coup d'etat in 1898. The other one they attempted on January 6th. In 1868, you see the massacre that reversed the Reconstruction era gains, right? This is all to be important later. But I want you to focus on the lynching of Julia and Fraser Baker. Fraser Baker was an elected official who was lynched along with his baby, for being in office. Notice the years that these are all occurring. So let's get into some fun stuff. We'll get into some definition. A non-citizen national, according to the U.S. Code, all right, is a person who claims to be a national but not a citizen of the United States, right? In order to do that, they have to prove to the satisfaction.
Pan, I'll stop your time. I just want to make a suggestion. So you got a screen, a little bar on your screen that is asking, do you want to hide that bar?
Hide that.
Yeah, just in case it's something that you want to be seen that may be covering up.
Appreciate it.
All right, time start.
Thank you, sir. Okay. A non-citizen national is someone who claims to be a national. In order to be that, I'm sorry, skip ahead. You have to fill out a passport application, all right, and satisfy the Secretary of State that you are a national but not a citizen, all right? Moving down to U.s.a. Code 1101, the term national means a person owing permanent allegiance to a state. The term national of the United States means a citizen of the United States, or a person who, though not a citizen of the United States, owes permanent allegiance to the United States. Let's remember those definitions. A nation is a large group of people of the same race who share the same language, traditions, and history, but who may not all live in one area. That's according to Cambridge Dictionary. Collins Dictionary, a community of persons not constituting a state. All right. Moving down to Black's Law, a large group of people having a common origin, language, tradition, and usage constitutes a political entity. That's under the definition of nation in Black's Law. A stateless nation, fast forward down, stateless nations are usually not represented in international sports or international organizations like the United Nations. But in nations without a state, they're classified as fourth world nations. So stateless nations exist, nations without sovereign lands exist, etc., according to all of the definitions that we can find. Oh, there's one more, this little small one at the top there. I don't know if you guys see that. Micronation, a small area or political entity that claims national sovereignty, but is not recognized by other sovereign states. Interesting. That sounds familiar. All right. Move back. All right. Moving forward. So maritime admiralty law, we're not going to get into all of this because some of you already know this, but basically, when a ship pulls into a berth, it magically turns you into a product, right? You see down here at the bottom, your birth certificate, similar to the birth of a ship's berth, right? So I found this meme. I thought it was fitting for this situation right here. I'll give you a second to read that. You can pause when you get a chance. So what is Pan-Africanism? Although we might not live in one area, we are a people of the same race who share culture, language, traditions, and history. The understanding that what we don't know, we should learn about as well as support each other. Now, if you look at these flags right here, you notice some of them, they're all very similar. These are the flags of us around the world. And what does Pan-Africanism look like? It looks like us, our babies, making sure our babies are straight for the future, right? So how do we do that? Creating a nation. So what is a nation? We just went through that, right? So all of the different pieces of the nation are different tires of a train, right? What we have to do now is put everything that we do together, get on the same track and move together like a nation, right? And if you see the red, black, and green here, again, we are here at the 105th anniversary or 4th anniversary of the u.s.a. ACF. Come on, let's go, y'all. So how did we do that? We already created the nation by creating in 1920 our Declaration of Rights, Negro Peoples of the World, and our Constitution, our national anthem, our flag, and our Pledge of Allegiance. The preamble of our Constitution says we are a social, friendly, humanitarian, charitable, educational, institutional, constructive, for the general uplift of the Negro peoples of the world. That's us. Declaration number 2 of the Declaration of Rights says we declare the supreme authority of our race in all things racial. Come on. Not on a holiday. Let's go. And you see the pledge says, I commit my body, mind, and spirit to the protection, defense, and security of the red, black, and green. So again, here we go. The nation we already did the nation. We're already here, and we are celebrating currently anniversaries. Here are our actual forefathers and foremothers: Bishop Henry McNeil Turner, Edward Milmont Blyden, Queen Mother Moore, Ida B. Wells, right? You see across the middle line here is
3
Leonard
minutes.
P. Howe, the first.
3
Yes,
minutes.
sir. First Rasta. Yes, sir. So we got to build. So it's not complete yet. We got to build. You see Claude Anderson's five floor building, right? This is where we are now. We're currently, the foundation is laid. We just have to continue to build, right? Here you see Garvey attempting to get the land from Liberia. I mean, from Africa, from the German states, right? And the arrangement with Liberia that the king went back on. Currently, right now, our current president general is in Liberia making arrangements with us for our farm to benefit us here. The Black Cross nurses, right? You see, from back in the day till today, we are still here serving the people, right? Black Cross nurses, u.s.a Media, Faka Rock is our restaurant owners collective where you can buy stocks and benefit through stocks currently, right now. So Pan-Africanism isn't just an American thing. It is an international network that has been built since the 1920s at least. And we're just connecting with it right now to create a more feasible structure, a more beneficial structure. We're going to get into some details in my second round, but right now, I yield my time. I feel like the nation is here. You can see it done. And somebody even in the chat mentioned the Jewish communities, specifically in New York City, that's operating under their own constitution, their own laws, dealing with just the Bible. Same thing with the Muslims, again in New York City. And the UNIA ACL international headquarters is in Philadelphia, and our president general is out of Division 432 in Queens. So success of a nation from the United States without denouncing any contract has already happened, and we're living proof of it. So I say to all my Garveyites, race first and happy holiday.
Right. You had 46 seconds to spur, but the brother yields his time. Shout out to Cedric Ortega in the building. Shout out to my man Philip Baines in the building as well. Appreciate y'all brothers tuning in, as well as everybody in the chat. Ratchet.
Man, I'm gonna tell everybody, man, push that like button, man. Push that like so we get in the algorithms, man. Push that like button. You know, we need that. We need that like button on your way in. You know, this gonna be a fire show. We got the best tournament out in a while. So hands down. So let's go to push that like button. Yeah. So it's your go now, Lord Bennu. You got this? You ready?
Yep, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. 5 rounds.
Time to start.
All right, I want to address a few things that my opponent said in his round before I get started. He said that Marcus Garvey said that it can be done, and I'm in agreement that it can be done, just not the way that it's happening now. There are some contractual agreements in place that need to be broken before that can happen.
Hold on. Take off.
Hello?
My microphone, bro. I mean, take off the screen. The screen, yeah. And if you want to
What's
start
going
talking, you
on?
got to start the time. Just start the time.
What?
What happened?
I don't know, but that might be one of these Pan-African tricks to try to waste my time.
Hold up. So I paused the time at 9:32. What was the issue, Pan?
Oh, my screen was still showing.
I ain't see it.
Let's show it on our side. Let's show it on our side, man.
Please, I wasn't trying anything. Start his time over, please. Definitely give him the full time.
No, it's good. It's good. It's all good. We can keep going.
All right, go ahead. Time starts back when you start.
Okay. I just wanted to address that I agree with Marcus Garvey that it can be done. We can create a nation, but the way we're going about it is not what's going to get us there. Another thing I wanted to touch on was the number of citizens that Pan posted on the screen and saying that they were unjustly killed by the police. And that pretty much plays to my point. Like, these people were citizens and they weren't nationals. And he said that the police didn't stop and ask were they nationals or not, because that's not their job. It's your job to identify who you are to anybody that's coming to question you or present you with any type of things that go with your contractual agreements that you have, like a driver's license. But we'll get into that. Let me start my round here. Could we click on the one that says citizens? You got to do that, DMG, or can I do it?
I got it.
Okay. Okay, what's the definition of a citizen? A legally recognized subject or national of a state or commonwealth, either native or naturalized. Now, right here, we see the word legally, which has something to do with a contract, something that legally binds you to being a citizen. Also, we see here that is recognized subject or a national of a state. Now, in the Department of Travel, it also says that all nationals, all citizens are nationals, but not all nationals are citizens. And Pan showed us in his presentation that there is a process to go through to not be a citizen without denouncing from the recessing from the nation or anything like that. But it's just a process that you go through your passport. Simple as that. And that would be a contractual agreement that you would be breaking. So let's go see what contract means. A written or spoken agreement, especially one concerning employment, sale, or tenancy, that is intended to be enforced by law. Now we see the word law again. Why would the word law be involved here? Because these are things that are binding you to these certain things. A contract is binded by law with your signature. Now let's see what a nation is. Pan described that as well. Is a large body of people by a common descent, history, culture, or language, inhabiting a particular country or territory. Okay, and he broke down other forms of nations that do exist as well, micronations and some other nations. But in order to do all of those things, there is contracts that you would need to break or adjust. So let's look at the word nationalist. A person who strongly identifies with their own nation and vigorously supports its interests, especially to the exclusion or detriment of the interests of other nations. Now, in order for Pan-African nationalists to achieve what they are by definition, they would have to be committing treason, because being citizens of the United States, you cannot support the interests of another nation to the detriment of your own nation. Now, that just right there shows you that a Pan-African nationalist cannot be what it claims unless it has broken the contractual agreements that it has in place that they've been going through since birth. Now, no, this is a conversation with AI that asks, are Pan-African nationalists an independent nation? And it answers, Pan-African nationalists are not an independent nation in the classic sense. They are a political and social movement that seeks to unify and empower people of African descent worldwide. Now, unify and empower is not make independent and free from the bondage and oppression from the dominant society. You can be empowered by anything, but is that actually something of substance to make a specific change? While they may have a shared identity, culture, and political goals, they do not have a defined territorial borders, possess international recognition as a sovereign state, have a functioning government or institutions, exercise control over foreign policies, defense, or domestic affairs. Now, one of the things that Pan put in their, I don't know if it's whatever they call it, their declaration or something, it says to defend the African nation. How can you defend it if you don't have a military or any defense
Lord
strategies?
Bennu, you have 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Cool. Can citizens create an independent nation? In general, citizens cannot unilaterally build an independent nation without going through a formal political or legal process. There's that word legal again, meaning those contracts. However, there are some exceptions. Secession, in some cases, regions or groups secede from a country. I don't know if that's what the Pan-African nationalists are doing. Indigenous nations, people who have the right to self-determine and can establish their own government and nations, but this is subject to international law and recognition. Micronations, small groups can establish microstates or international communities, but these are not recognized as sovereign nations by the international community. Now, I don't know who is going to recognize them as what they're claiming that they are, but being that they have these contractual agreements, somebody needs to recognize them as a sovereign individual or whatever they're claiming to be in opposition to their contracts. Now, his first question was, one of his questions was, what contracts specifically would I be talking about breaking, and what would be the significance? Well, breaking existing contracts and agreements such as citizenship, social security, taxation, property rights, and treaties, e.g. Native American treaties. These are the contracts that you would have to break to be a citizen. Like I said before, if you're trying to uphold the ideas of a nation in opposition to another nation, you would be
2
committing
minutes, Lord
treason
Bennu. 2 minutes.
you would be committing treason as a citizen of the United States of America. Now, in our previous chats, he made fun of the claim of nationals having to claim their status through a passport, with the Department of Travel in the federal government. But I want to ask him, where is he going? Let's look at this question. Do Pan-African nationalists from America need passports to travel to Africa? As Pan-African nationalists from America, they are still U.S. citizens and need to follow U.S. travel regulations to travel to Africa. They will need a valid passport, visas of specific African countries, compliance with African countries, in which all are contracts. If they don't have these, they have to rearrange them or break them to continue. And with that, I yield my time until the next round, just showing that Pan-African nationalists, by definition, with the terms that I gave, are not an independent nation and cannot build a nation as citizens of the United States without breaking their contracts.
All right. So you had 1 minute left that you could continue to walk this thing out. But
Okay.
if you wanna yield, that is completely up to you. That being said, when y'all yield, both of y'all did this. Y'all yield and then y'all kept talking. So if you yield,
let me
go
use
ahead
my
and
last
stop
minute.
talking so I can stop your time and I ain't got to restart it because that's what I had to do both times. So,
all right, my bad.
But if you want to yield that minute, that's completely fine.
I just want to use this last minute to address what was going. Just get to what I'm saying right here.
Time starts.
Okay. What my opponent is trying to do is show you the things that Pan-Africanism has done to not remedy, but cosmetically remedy the issues that they face. We are oppressed people, and we're in a nation that is oppressing us, and we cannot create our own nation within this nation without breaking the contractual agreements that we already have in place. And that's why I think when we were creating this debate, he was so specific in trying to wiggle away from the wording of the title that I wanted to put, because he knew that what I was getting at. So in this round, I hope he shows something of substance that proves Pan-African nationalism is building a nation or has a nation by the definitions and terms that the world recognizes it as, and not just something in leadership.
That's time. That is time. That is time. All right, Ratchet, it's on you.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna start out the second round with Lord Bennu, of course, but I want to give a shout out to A1. He's already in their finals, and he looking. He trying to see who gonna be his next opponent. Shout out to A1. Shout out to J Fax, man. They had a classic debate to me. So the winner, you know what I'm saying? The winner of this will be facing A1, and A1 won their battle. So we moving on. We trying to make this happen, y'all. We on the road to the finals. It's almost complete. So tomorrow you gonna hear the winner of this debate and who get picked, and we gonna be there in the finals. So y'all knuckle up tonight, man. Knuckle up. A1 already there. So DLG.
Listen.
Hey, go ahead, my fault.
You got the sauce waiting for the winner. Now, I just want everybody to know the sauce ain't no easy out. I call him the Bible breaker for a reason, but depending on whichever one of these brothers win, the Bible ain't gonna be at play. So see, I heard a lot of people they started feeling away because I said we can see if these opponents of the Bible is one-trick ponies. I wasn't saying it to be a critic of nobody, but we're gonna see. If you ain't arguing about the Bible, because if Pan make it, that's a non-believer in the Bible. If Bennu make it, that's a non-believer in the Bible. So the Bible shouldn't even come up. So it's gonna be interesting to see what subject is being debated, and it's gonna be interesting to see who moves on. But I want y'all to know, it's gonna be 4 people. I need 4 people to step up. Hopefully, my man, a new Kakarot, will be one of them. But I want 4 people to step up because we got 2 titles. We got the social media title held by J Fax in the audience. Shout out to my man J Fax in the building. We got my man Trust and Believe the Gospel. Hopefully he'll be one of these 4 people. But I need 4 people to step up because, as I said at the beginning, we hear the complaints, we hear the criticisms, and we're going to take all that under consideration when it comes to improving upon what it is we've been doing. And so what's going to happen is 4 men going to step in and decide who's going to be the #1 contender for J-Fax social media title. The same thing is going to occur once a world champion is crowned. Who's going to be the #1 contender for the world title? And those improvements that people been suggesting, those improvements that we are making, just being proactive on some of the criticisms that we've been hearing, we're going to start implementing those within these mini tournaments as we figure out who's going to be the #1 contenders for these titles. And we're going to continue to move forward. We also trying to put forth a female tournament. So we'll be talking more about that in the future. So we got some more things coming for y'all. We just hope y'all stay tuned and continue to ride with us. I'm going to turn it back over to my man, Ratchet Craig, as he continue to keep this.
Oh man, you can hear me, DLG?
I can hear you, brother. I'm waiting on my man to start. Time gonna start when he start.
Okay, Lord Bennu is you start out this second round. So I hope you got your breath, got some water. My fault, you fasting. I don't know if you can drink water right now. So is you ready? That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Share your screen.
Yeah, you can share that one now, the second one. Okay, now this is from the www.britannica.com, And this is explaining what Pan-Africanism is. I asked my opponent to define Pan-African nationalism for me, and the best explanation that I got were the ideas that Africans and Black Americans should work together in ways to promote Black culture worldwide and to exchange ideas and ways of currency and different things like that to support each other. But I want to show here that Pan-African nationalism from its inception hasn't done any of those things. They have done some things to progress towards those things, but it ultimately shows that all of this is, I don't want to say irrelevant, but it's not going to free you from the nation that you are being oppressed by. So let's see here. It says Pan-Africanist ideas first began to circulate in the mid-19th century in the United States, led by Africans from the Western Hemisphere. The most important early Pan-Africanists were Martin Delany and Alexander Crummell, both African Americans, and Edward Blyden. Hold on. I think he was in West Indian. By the late 1940s, the African American intellectual leadership of the movement had receded, with Africans now taking the lead. That was due in part to the leftist and communist sympathies for many Pan-Africanist advocates, as in the late 1940s and early 1950s, the United States. The United States was in the midst of a Red Scare, when Americans with communist affiliations or sympathies were actively persecuted and prosecuted. Now, that shows you right there. Anybody that's trying to build a nation or build up a nation that is going to be in direct opposition with the United States of America will be persecuted and prosecuted because they are citizens. They have an allegiance to the United States of America, that if they start something else without breaking these contracts, such as your citizenship, your birth certificate, your driver's license, all of these things, you will be persecuted and prosecuted. And this shows that even back in the 1940s, a lot of Americans backed out of the movement and Africans started heading it. Pan-Africanist cultural thinking reemerged with renewed force in the United States in the late 1960s and 70s as one of the manifestations of the Black Power movement. By the early 1970s, it had become relatively common for African Americans to investigate their African cultural roots and adopt African forms of cultural practices, especially African style of dress. Now, this is very enlightening and powerful for the people to get a sense of where they come from and the cultures that exist over there, but it does nothing to make us an independent nation as what's defined as a Pan-African nationalist. In subsequent decades, perhaps the most prominent current of ideas that can be called Pan-Africanist have been the Afrocentric movement. With the coming of independence for many African countries in the decade following World War II, the cause of African unity was largely confined to the corners of the African continent. The formation of the Organization for African Unity in 1969 solidified African leadership throughout the sixth Pan-African Conference. Now they're on the sixth Pan-African Conference. Still, no independent nation, nothing. Just ideas and things to motivate and inspire Black people, but nothing to free us of the oppression that is upon us. So it's from the 1920s up until 1974, nothing was accomplished by this. They had 6 Pan-African Congresses, and nothing was accomplished as far as
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
creating an independent nation. Now we see right here that they also had a successor that was launched in 2002 to further promote the social, political, and economic integration of Africa. Now we can see that this movement right here, right from this statement right here, we can see that this movement is more about us uniting with Africa and creating one nation in Africa, which I think is a beautiful thing, a beautiful idea. But in order for an American citizen to go to Africa and join another nation, he can't do that as a citizen. He would have to break his contractual agreement that he has with the United States of America in order to become a citizen or a whatever of an African country, or maybe even have dual citizenship. But that's still not having the same contract as you did have before. You have to break those contracts. Now, calls for Pan-Africanism could still be heard in the United States at the turn of the 21st century, but by then, the movement had generally come to stand for the unity of the countries on the African continent, especially sub-Saharan Africa. Now, that goes into what I just said. Its concern is the African continent and building up the African continent. And in order for American citizens to be involved with what's going on in the African continent, they have contracts that they have to break first as citizens. Now, this is the answer to the second question that my opponent asked. What bodies of government, let me read the exact question. What bodies of government is specifically involved with controlling the let me get the exact question. I'm sorry, excuse me. How much time I got?
2 minutes, 40 seconds.
Okay. What people specifically are the governing body responsible for enforcement of the Constitution? And that would be the federal government, the legislative branch, Congress, the House of Representatives, the executive branch, the president, vice president, cabinet members, and all the other federal agencies, and the judicial branch, the Supreme Court, and the federal courts. This has nothing to do with these local courts and state courts and county courts. They don't have anything to do with the enforcement of any laws over people that would be considered nationals or non-citizen nationals of the United States of America. And with answering that question, I am done with my round, and thank you.
All right, you had 1 minute, 45 seconds left. Are you sure you want to yield that? It's completely up to you. I'm not objecting. I'm just letting you know that's how much time you got left.
Oh, you go ahead and let him go.
All right, I'm going to reset the time. Ratchet, go ahead, my brother.
Man, we've had to go into this bottom of the second round. And we got Pan over here. Pan, is you ready? I just need to know if you ready, bro.
Yeah.
You sure?
Let's get it. Can you see my screen?
Let's get it, then. Let's get it, y'all. Yes. Going to that round, right? You straight DLG? You reset it?
Just let me know when to start.
Time starts when you start, my brother.
Excellent. Are you seeing my screen? Boom. Okay, so the brother tapped out a couple times just now. First and foremost, he showed you his chat GPT search, right? Mind you, we as Garveyites are actually living this nation right now. We are currently on our 11th president general, and the foundation and first floor of the nation is built. Understand, just because you don't see the towers the way you want to see them, the glass buildings, you know what I mean? It's still a nation, right? So just real quick, just to touch on some things, a non-citizen national, which is what my opponent is suggesting that we do, still has to show proof and oath of allegiance to the country he's domiciled in, right? A national has somebody who's showing permanent allegiance to the United States. And a national of the United States, the same thing. So all he just said, he would have to still go through the same thing. All right. Again, nation, we're already here. We've already done it. I just showed you. He agreed with the micronation. I'm trying to explain to you that a stateless nation is a nation that's not usually recognized by international and other sovereign states. That's just what it is. I just showed you when we had the land in Liberia and how it was taken from us. Like, true, it happens all the time. Sovereign states have problems all the time. So, do Pan African nationalists from America need passports? Yes. Do we create our own? No. Why? You already just said it, because we're dual citizen. And you do need a passport to travel, and there's no need to cause an extra problem when we could just use what we have to travel. Here's an example of a Garveyite in 1924 trying to travel to Liberia. And you see here the people in the division required in the State Department required to give him his passport say that he intends to travel on a boat owned by Garvey. And I want to refuse him this. This division hopes this passport will be refused. And the other person said I should be glad to refuse it. But I do not see how we can do it. So what you understand there is that there was always a move. As a matter of fact, brother said it in the chat, COINTELPRO, to stop Pan-African nationalists from building and unifying. Yet and still, you see, we still made it there. All right. You see, we still there in 1924 in Liberia and still had the issue. Mind you, we there recognized by another sovereign state. The brother said we was never recognized by another sovereign state. You see us right here recognized by another sovereign state. And currently we are in Liberia with our President General. And for the purposes of strengthening the African nation around the world. It's not just to build up Africa. That is definitely part of it. But Pan-Africanism was always Africa for the Africans at home and abroad. That means that our homeland, we should help build it up so it can support us worldwide. Here you see Agenda 2063. He went through all of those things showing what we haven't done. But those was laying the foundations for future generations. Here you have the 54 states of Africa putting together a plan for 2063, a unified Africa, right? Which we should be a part of. We are part of that African nation, no matter where we are, whether we're in America, China, South America, the West Indies. All right. And you see that they are doing that based on the ideals of Pan-Africanism created by the Organization of African Unity and the Organization of Afro-American Unity, started by Malcolm X. Him and Kwame Nkrumah were both Garveyites, and Garvey's headquarters was in America. Yes, under construction, right? In order to build this nation, we need education. We got to teach the higher development of science to our children and make sure that we have a race of scientists par excellence. That's what Garvey told us to do, right? Economic plan, we need to do that. Right now, we do have an economic plan. The brother said we don't. You can invest in the stocks right now in Faka Rock, just like you can invest in the Black Star Line back in the day. Security is the Universal African Legion. We do have our own military and protection wing. It is the Universal African Legion. Men and women stand up in their divisions to join the African Legion and defend and protect. And just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. And it just may not be happening on the scale that you want to see it, but we are a micronation, a stateless nation, but we are a nation nonetheless. Black culture, customs, tradition, and language, right? Our family, music, fashion, right? Garvey, the
5 minutes,
Negro
Pat
world.
Demus, 5 minutes.
Yes, sir. The Negro world. I remember some of us is old enough to remember the Jet magazine having Beauty of the Week. The Negro World magazine, our own media, right, used to have the pictures of Black women to show beauty, natural hair, natural beauty, right? That's where that comes from, the unification movement. Let's go. Health, the Black Cross nurses. Back in 1919, 1920, when the Spanish flu hit, the Black Cross nurses was there. I just showed you a picture earlier when the Tulsa race riot hit. The Black Cross nurses were there. Just a little while ago during the COVID situation, the Black Cross nurses was there. If that's not success in us building up and helping each other, being supportive, come on, that's the nation. Whether it's recognized by anybody is irrelevant. We are the nation. No division. right? So the 1787 Constitution is where this whole mindset comes from, before the 14th Amendment. I know the brother didn't bring it up, but I'm gonna bring it up. Okay, when this was happening, okay, as far as this whole sovereign citizen business is concerned, Thurgood Marshall pointed out that the framers left out a majority of Americans when they wrote the phrase "we the people," right, and consented to a document which had laid the foundation for tragic events which would follow, which was slavery. Hello, because we were slaves when that Constitution was written. All right. The origins of the sovereign movement. Its origin is in white supremacist Christian nationalist group in the 70s under William Potter Gale, right? They had a thing called the Posse Comitatus, the power of the country. Hello, go look it up. All right. Later on, the Morris Science Temple took that, and Timothy Dingle L said it'll take 50 years to find out what Drew Ali brought. And in 1978, conveniently, right after this white dude came out, Dingle L starts pushing the naturalization, right? Pan-Africanism. Here you have little Africa all over the United States. Here's 6 different ones that I highlighted, but there was more. You have one in New York City. You have one in Alabama. You got one in Georgia. You got one in Tulsa. You got one in Pennsylvania. And of course, you got one in South Carolina, all called Little Africa by the people who lived there because they all had a Pan-African mindset in the 1800s. Nation, we already did it on a major and a minor scale. We are just not as large as this brother would like us to be. And that's really all, folks. How much time I got left, DMG?
2 minutes, 30 seconds.
I want to see if I can play this video. Let me know if y'all hear the sound. If y'all don't hear the sound, I'm just going to talk over it. Can you hear that?
We don't hear it.
You're not hearing it?
No, sir.
No, sir?
We don't hear it. No.
Okay, not a problem. I'm going to talk over it, so it's okay, not a problem.
So start from the beginning and talk over it. Your time is stopped at
Hello, DG. Let me ask you a question right quick. Did you share sound on your when you shared it? Like you got to share the sound, but did you share it?
Oh, I didn't. I don't know how to do that.
Okay. We gotta talk over it then.
So let me just see if I can.
You got to unshare it and reshare it. You got to unshare it and reshare it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I ain't got. I'll talk over it. It's not a problem.
Okay.
It's not a problem. All right, you seeing it though, right? Just let me know when I can start.
All right, time starts when you start, Chief. It's at 1 minute, 8 seconds.
Excellent. So this video right here is basically just a video of sovereign citizen, right? He's explaining to them that he doesn't have a contract with them. His name in all caps, that's irrelevant. That's not him. He's a sovereign man, right? He has a right to travel, okay? And he's explaining the documents. You see it in his back seat. You see the box of papers. You see in his hand, he's got the box of papers. And he's letting them know that he is sovereign. And of course, you see his windows got bust out, right? You move forward. I had a couple other little clips in here. This brother right here gets his window bust out. He's a sovereign. His sister gets her window bust out. It's a lady, and she's pushing the sovereign business, right? She got the paperwork in her lap right there. You see that? And we can stop right there. But the brother said earlier that it's up to us to prove to them that we are national. But when we see these little weird interactions, specifically with our children and our young people, but more recently we started to see it with some of the elders, right, in the car. Like one of the videos I had an elder in the car, right? Like, it's dangerous to push this ideology when we do have a nation already. To push the ideology when, matter of fact, hold on 1 second. Let me just go back. I want to play one other thing before it's over. Right
Should
here.
I stop your time?
No, you ain't got to stop it. You ain't got time. We already have our own nation. So to go to the passport office just to prove oath of allegiance in front of the Secretary of State to the state is an irrelevant step that could also get us killed. We've seen many of us get killed just being regular with police. Okay. So standing in front of police, trying to convince them and trying to teach them the law, right? You got a list here of people, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, right? Breonna Taylor, all these weird little being normal instances where the police kill us, right? In those instances, that situation would have just made everything worse, trying to convince them about some sort of nationality. We've never seen it work. And until we've seen some sort of success with that, I'm going to stick with what we already got. We got the foundation, everything's in order. I said you can invest in the
That's
population today.
time.
Black Cross nurses in your town, join your local UNIA.
That is time. All right, family. Turn it over to Ratchet.
Man. Woo. They hit, they punching, they punching. I don't know if the audience recognize. They punching. Both of them. They punching. All right, man. Payne, you go first this question that's around. So is you ready? I'm gonna let DMG get it and turn over to DMG, but is you gonna be ready? I'm just letting you know you gonna have the question answer round first. So is either you can bury him with your question answer round, or he coming after you next. So
Hey,
no.
time gonna start whenever they start, man. It's reset at 10 minutes.
We gotta let it breathe for a second, bro. We gotta let it breathe for a second. Do some type of advertising.
I tell you what. I'm with you, Ratchet. I'm with you, Ratchet. My bad for not picking up what you was laying down, my G. My bad for not picking up what the Ratchet man was laying down. I apologize to the family. That being said, tomorrow night, I'm gonna tell y'all what we got going on. We got a little bit of a different show for y'all, and hopefully y'all will be with it. We got two really good friends of mine coming on, and they're gonna be talking about some real stuff. So, like I said, I hope that y'all go ahead and join us for this tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. We got financial planning and the Black family with the Richardsons. That is my brother Alvin Richardson and his beautiful wife Shay Richardson, and we're gonna be talking about financial planning, the importance of leaving a legacy for your family. Whether it's making sure they straight whenever you have to leave this plane of existence, setting up financial wealth or generational wealth while you're here. We're going to get into all of that with that brother and sister. This is what they do for a living. They do it well. And so I hope that y'all will come and join us for that particular show. They've been at it for a very long time. I've actually been knowing this brother since I was a wee lad, as they say. But yeah, I've been knowing that brother since I was in middle school, actually. So me and him go back a long way. Getting our hands dirty. I was a little bit of a bad influence on the brother when we was when we was young. Look, he was telling my son earlier, like, yeah, your daddy used to make me drive on the highway when I ain't had no license. You know what I'm saying? So that type of thing, man. Nothing too crazy. You know how it is, man. When you're a delinquent, you don't necessarily want your good friends to be delinquents as well. But this is the blockbuster right here, y'all. Next weekend, next Sunday, September the 8th at 8 p.m. Central Time, we got the one and only Dream Team taking on ISUPK St. Louis. That's right, my brother, your brother, my captain and your captain. The one, the only, Captain K. DeGaulle Gabor of ISUPK St. Louis will be joining his brothers to take on the Dream Team. That is my brother Najiti the one and only J Fax, your social media champion, along with David Chandler and the Haitian Nightmare, my man Darian. Y'all know him as the Dream Team. Y'all remember when they took on the one and only Naga. And again, this is going to be one of those team discussions and dialogues. And I'm working on something pretty big, y'all. I want to work on a one-on-one debate between my man Anu Kakarot and my brother Captain K, where we do it live and in person and also on YouTube. So we all in the loop. Let's get it in. So that being said, I'm gonna turn it back over to Ratchet. This is the Q&A. This is everybody's favorite part of the show, y'all. So y'all, let's get to it.
Man. I just want to say, man, Captain K almost made me an ISUPK member. He tried to get me. I almost joined y'all. But anyway, yeah, man, I can't wait to see that debate. But hey, we coming up to this question and answer round. This is psychological round. This is when you see where your opponent, if you've been watching they presentation, hopefully y'all been watching each other presentation, and y'all question each other presentation, and now y'all get to tear each other presentation apart with the questions, right? So Pan, you first. So is you ready, brother?
I'm first. Yeah. Let me can I share my screen during this round or no?
Well, I would advise you to, but you know, but
okay, don't worry.
You can. Yeah,
if you want to show your screen, show your screen.
Yeah, show your screen, yeah. But yeah, I ain't trying to take your rights for you, brother. I think
it's your 10 minutes. Your 10 minutes to do what you want to do, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so then let me just try one thing, because I did want to just ask about this thing real quick.
Okay, go ahead. It's your strategy, bro. It's your strategy. Go ahead.
Let me know when you're ready to get this time started.
Okay, let me know if you're seeing this.
And listen, before we get into this Q&A, I want y'all to know you can only stop your time 3 times. We got a lot of complaints about the amount of times we stopped the time. So that's one of those critiques that we taking into consideration and we implementing going forward. We can stop the time. I said 2. Right, yeah. Ratchet kind of harsh. He said 2 times. I'm saying 3 times. After we came at that 3 strikes and you're out, so to speak. But yeah, you got 3 times to stop your time. So be strategic in when you want to stop.
Hey, 3 times you usually get convicted in law.
That's a biting law. 3 strikes is a biting law, by the way.
Yeah, so a biting law. Ain't nothing wrong with biting, but y'all tripping. Hey, but anyway. Go ahead, man.
Trump setting them 3 strikers free. I ain't telling y'all who to vote for.
He's like, commit all the crimes you want, because he's a felon. Anyway, yeah.
Can you see my screen?
We got it.
Okay, let's get it. I just want to share a quick thing for the brother and just ask him what is his yeah, there we go. What is his response to this?
I have a right. Hey, look, he just bust the window. Hey, he just bust my. Hey.
I'm just traveling.
Step out of the car for.
Step out of the vehicle. You rolling up on my way?
Oh my God, are you serious?
You're not giving me a lawful order.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You are not. You are not breaking the law. You are breaking the law. Call your supervisor, please. Sir, please call your supervisor. Yes, you do. I'm going to record this live on YouTube right now.
Show me your fucking hand. What the fucking hand?
Get out of the car. I get shot by the police.
So I would just like to ask, was you able to see that?
Yes,
And what
sir.
is your response to that?
I was able to see that, and I think that that video lacked a lot of key information that goes along with what I said. We don't know what procedures these people went through to even, or if they even did what I'm prescribing as what would work. This is like just like you just showing random videos, so I don't know how this pertains to Pan
Understood.
African
So let me give you a
national.
little context. Each one of those videos, and I did can't cut it for the sake of time. Those guys and ladies were explaining that they are not under contract with the United States. They have broken that contract, that their names is not in all caps, and that they are non-citizen nationals.
Well, I didn't hear any of them say they were non-citizen nationals, and I would definitely disagree with that. But I would have to ask, what information did they present to them? Were they traveling in the driver's license? Did their car have license plates registered to the DMV on it? And it goes along with what I said.
What do you think that you should tell them then? Okay, so since you don't understand what was happening in those videos, what do you think you should tell the police if they stop you in a car?
Well, you really don't have to tell the police anything. Once you've done the things that I'm prescribing the remedy, they will see it and they would go ask their questions. You don't have to start a fight with them. If they want to take you and they want to go outside of their jurisdiction, you let them. You go along with them, and then you will
Okay,
handle
that's
it
cool. That's
later
a good
with
answer.
the
That's a good
Supreme
answer.
Court. That
Okay, so just for everybody watching, I just want everybody to be clear that in the first video that I showed with the brother with the ponytail, he actually had the paperwork where he was showing it and he said he wasn't under contract. You can go back and watch that. So
but this is what I'm
when you
saying.
denounce this
I wanna-
national, when you claim and break these contracts, let's say, who is in charge of law enforcement then at that point?
I answered that question in the in my round. You asked that question for me to answer in my round. I answered it.
You said the legislators are different from the state laws, and I'm asking you who then is in charge of is enforcing the state laws.
The Supreme Court.
Okay, and how does the Supreme Court get their job?
They're elected.
They are elected by. Can you vote? What is your views on voting as a non-citizen national?
No, I don't vote. And that is one of the things that takes us out of. Well, if you mean for presidential elections, no.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You said that they get elected, and they're the ones in charge of enforcing things. So I'm asking how they got in position. They get elected by somebody.
Okay. Well, I'm saying that as a non-citizen national, as far as voting goes, I don't participate in presidential elections, but as far as things that go, as far as Supreme
Court, right? Yeah.
Yes, I can vote. Have I?
You would vote for the Supreme Court.
What?
So you vote for the Supreme Court nominees.
Would I vote? Yes. Could I?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so what are your views on paying taxes?
Well, that depends.
State taxes specifically.
I don't have to necessarily.
Okay. And what are your what amendments of the Constitution do you agree with?
I don't subscribe to them.
None of them?
The amendments that no.
You don't subscribe to any of the amendments? I can hear you.
That are out of my jurisdiction, that I'm out of the jurisdiction of? No.
So the First Amendment, the freedom of speech amendment, you don't support?
No. I didn't say I don't support it. I'm not subscribed.
No, I'm asking you which one you do support. Do you support that amendment or no?
I support the Constitution.
I'm asking you about the amendments to the Constitution.
I'm talking about the Constitution. I support that.
I'm asking you a question about the amendments to the Constitution.
Okay, and I'm telling you that I only
subscribe to
the Constitution.
So do you follow the 13th Amendment?
What's that?
So
what's the 13th Amendment?
My next question is, does the 13th Amendment nullify the 14th Amendment?
What's the 13th Amendment?
You don't know?
I'm asking you to clarify for me.
I know, but this is my question and answer round. So I want to clarify the information that you know and have to bring to the table.
Could you tell me what the 13th Amendment is?
No.
Okay. Good enough.
So you understand what a micronation is, though, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you agree with Pan-Africanism, right?
As an idea, yes, sir.
Okay. So one of the slides that I showed, I'm not sure if you saw it. Did you see where I showed Leonard P. Howe, Bishop George McGuire, Legba Eliza Cadet, Rabbi Josiah Ford? Did you see that slide?
I'm not familiar. You could.
Wasn't familiar with that part. Okay, so those are the forefathers of our nation, right? So the framers of the Constitution that you have to swear allegiance to in order to be a non-citizen national in 1787, half of them had slaves, right? So we don't deal with any of those as our Pan-African nation. So you should get familiar with the Black nationalist forefathers, because you would have already known that our nation is here and thriving. It's just not as big as you may expected it to be. So I'm just wondering, have you ever heard of the u.s.a. before you met me?
Yes, sir.
What did you hear?
That they were a Pan-Africanist movement.
Mm-hmm. What are your views on it now after this conversation?
They're pretty much the same.
Do you realize that the little Africas around America were micronations under the Pan-African mindset?
Until when?
Wait, do you realize that they were, when they were in existence, that they were Pan-African nations?
Wait, so what? Say that again?
Do you realize that the little Africas around America throughout history and currently are micronations under the Pan-African nationalist mindset?
Yeah, but micronations aren't recognized as nations by the world.
But we weren't talking about that, though. We weren't talking about being recognized by anybody.
Exactly.
Okay, so no, we were specifically not talking about being recognized by anybody, because
the video that you show is what happens when you're not recognized by anybody. The video you show, those people weren't recognized by anybody, so that's why they were invited.
TMG, can I get a time check, please?
I just said 1 minute. I had said 1 minute, but y'all was engaging so much you didn't hear me. Now it's 37 seconds.
37 seconds. Okay. So I was just wondering if you ever heard of the Baka Rock, where you can purchase stock and benefit from that in the United States from a Pan-African nation. The u.s.a. Rock Media, where we communicate with the Black nation in America and worldwide, as well as that today was a Pan-African holiday. And last week was the 66th convention. Were you aware of those things?
Yes. Well, not all.
So you are aware. Okay, excellent. So that's great. That's excellent.
Not all
of my time. Thank you very much. You can start the brother's time whenever he's ready.
All right, and you are sure that that's what you want to yield your last 10 seconds?
Are you sure you want to yield the last 10 seconds?
I'll say right now. I just want to shout out to, like I said, to all of the Garveyates that are currently upholding the nation and pushing the history. Shout out to all of those unknown Garveyates who will never be known, who died trying to push this nation. Everybody, have a nice day.
Wow. This is psychological round right here. Beat your podium psychologically. And Lord Bennu. Lord Bennu, it's your motherfucking time, nigga. You the controller your destiny in this round. Bring the heat on.
Ready.
It's your boss.
Time starts when you start, Lord Bennu.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Pan, do you have dual citizenship?
Yes.
Okay, and what process did you have to go through to get dual citizenship?
Well, we claim citizenship just like you have to under the nation definition, under the u.s.a. ACL Pan-African government.
Hold on. I mean, what process did you go through in order to be recognized as having dual citizenship?
Oh, are we recognized by who?
Anybody. How did you get dual citizenship? Are you just saying you have dual citizenship and that's it?
We are a nation, so we are
Because
citizens of the u.s.a. And we are citizens because it's a Pan-African nation. Wherever we are around the world, we are also citizens of that nation.
Okay, so before you showed passports and you said you have dual citizenship in America and in Africa, right? Nowhere did you say that you have dual citizenship in Africa and a Pan-Africanist state. So I'm asking you.
I didn't say that at all.
Okay, so you're an American citizen and you're an African citizen, correct?
No.
You're not a citizen?
Actually, okay, so listen. First of all, you have been
Are
doing
you
this as if
okay? Stop. Okay,
I'm
stop.
not in America.
Okay,
I am
okay.
not in
Can
America.
you stop okay. Are you a citizen of the United States of America?
No.
So by definition, you're saying that in order for you to effectively do what you're doing as a Pan-Africanist, you're not a citizen. That's the title of the debate. Can Pan-African nationalists do anything of substance in America as citizens? You're not a citizen of the United States of America.
You said, can a Pan-African nationalist? I showed you
Are
examples
you
of
a
many.
citizen of the United States of America?
No, bro. I live in
Okay.
Georgetown,
Thank
Cayman
you.
Islands,
Thank you.
bro.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome. This never was about
wait,
me.
hold on.
The
Stop.
nation in America.
I didn't ask a question. Now
The
you're saying you're
UNIA
telling
headquarters is in Philadelphia.
Stop. What are you doing? Stop.
Oh, I'm just answering your
You're
question.
not a citizen of America, right? So
I am not, no.
Pan-Africanists that are perpetuating these ideas and these sentiments, are they citizens of the United States of America?
Just showed you pictures of them. Yes.
I'm asking you a question. They are citizens.
Yes. I answered it before. You should have been paying attention. Yes. I showed you pictures of them. Yes. Yes. Yes.
You have citizens and people that aren't citizens. I'm confused here. Like, this is getting confusing. So let me just move on. Let me just move on. Okay, I didn't ask you a question, Pan. Stop. Let me just move on. The people that were in the car that you showed getting their windows bust out because they were claiming something, which I say they're claiming the same thing that Pan-African nationalists are doing, unless they're using driver's license, which is a document that citizens possess. So when you're driving a vehicle, what do you present to the police if you get pulled over? Is it a driver's license?
Me particularly? Yes. Those people in the video.
And the driver's license, is it issued by the United States?
When I was in the United States, yes.
Okay. And you're saying that a person that has a driver's license can get a driver's license in the United States without being a citizen of the United States?
No.
So how did you get your driver's license if you're not a citizen?
I'm no longer. You stuck on that, bro. I don't live there anymore, bro. Not everybody live in America, fam.
Okay, I'm not saying that, but we're talking about in America. You're talking. That's why I said before. Wait, stop. That's why I said in my debate that this is more focused on Africa, not what's going on in America. And you can't build a nation. Stop talking, bro. You can't build a nation in America as a citizen of the United States of America. You can go to Africa, but you would have to break the contractual agreements that you have with the United States. Did you or did you not fill out any paperwork or anything that stated that you were now an African citizen?
No, that's unnecessary. Why would you have to do that if you?
So you just went to Africa. So you just went to Africa and just claimed citizenship.
Damn. Who said I went to Africa? Why do you keep saying? What is your question?
In Africa,
what is your question?
Yo, this guy's is something else, man. What is going on with him? I don't even know what to ask him no more because he was a citizen. He's not a citizen. He ain't a citizen, but he's saying that he broke his citizenship.
Why is that relevant?
Without doing it, because the title of the debate is, can a Pan-African nationalist do anything of substance?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Without breaking their contractual agreements as a citizen. You just told me that you were a citizen, but you aren't anymore, and that you have dual citizenship. And I'm asking you, did you break any contracts that you put in place? Did you fill out any paperwork or anything? You're telling me no. And I find that very hard to believe that you took an American passport and went to Africa and now are claiming citizenship in Africa or wherever you at. Now you're not even in Africa. So I don't even know what's going on here,
Africa,
man. This
bro.
guy is
I said Georgetown, Cayman Islands. If you would have just listened to me, you would have heard me. That's not Africa.
So did
Africa, bro.
did you fill out any
Now it's a
paperwork to
geography
become a
lesson
citizen of
conversation.
Georgetown or where you're at right now? Wherever you're at right now, did you fill out any paperwork that says that you're a citizen there?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So now that goes to show that you did make another contractual agreement with someone else by breaking the one that you already had in place, meaning that your sole allegiance lied to the United States of America. Now it doesn't. So right then and there, stop talking. I didn't ask you a question, man. Damn. So that goes to show that you did break contractual agreements that you had with the United States in order to become a citizen somewhere else. And be that whatever you try to say about anything other than, I'm sorry, is ridiculous, and it don't even make sense because you're saying out your own mouth that you broke the contracts, correct?
No.
So how did you do it? Please explain to us.
You're talking about becoming a citizen of the Cayman Islands and not becoming a citizen of the Pan-African nation. I did nothing besides become a citizen of the Pan-African nation because you're a citizen at birth. Once you know that, you are a citizen. Then you just got to go do something to work for the nation.
Is there anything that recognizes that in law?
It's in our Constitution. We wrote our own law.
Yes or no, bro? Yes or no? Because you're wasting my time right now.
We wrote our own law. Yes, we wrote it in
now
our
let me ask you this.
law.
Stop. That's okay. Thank you. Now, when you were born in the United States of America and your mom signed your birth certificate and everything, and she said you were a citizen, was that not an agreement?
Yes.
Okay, so you are a citizen, right?
So are you.
No, I'm not, bro. That's what I'm.
I just showed you the slide. It said you show an oath of allegiance to the state, bro. You're a citizen of South Carolina.
What state? What state? Did you read the definition of what it meant by state?
You are a citizen of South Carolina.
I'm not a citizen of South Carolina. That's what you assume and believe.
2 minutes.
You know,
2 minutes.
That's
2 minutes.
What you assume and believe because you know at your core that you are a citizen, and that in order for you to have dual citizenship with Africa or wherever you at, you would need to break that contract, and otherwise you can't.
You can't break it. If you break it, you wouldn't be dual. If you break it, you
breaking it because we just said that being a citizen means you have allegiance to a state, right? And now you have allegiance to another state. Now you have allegiance to two. Do you have allegiance to two? You have allegiance to two different places, correct?
Right.
And at first you only had allegiance with one.
No, because I was a Garveyite before I left. See, that's what you're missing.
Bro, I'm talking about when you were born.
I know. We were born into the nation.
Born a Garveyite.
Yes, I was. It's in our Constitution.
You had to accept that ideology, bro. Your
it's
mom
in
was
the
a
Constitution,
Garveyite?
fam. We're not dealing with my mom, fam. We're not even talking about that.
You said it's in the Constitution that you're a Garveyite?
Yes, it's in our Constitution that once you are born as an African person, wherever you are in the world.
Listen, stop.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Subscribe to the
I'm just answering your question, bro.
Of the United States.
In our Constitution, it says that when you're born,
stop talking, bro. I'm not concerned.
I'm just trying to answer your question.
I'm not concerned about your Constitution. I'm talking about the American Constitution. You can't answer any of my questions because you're just talking foolishness because you know that you're by law recognized as a citizen. And that's it, bro, because you just answering dumb. I apologize for that, bro, but you just like answer questions, bro. Be real.
I don't accept your apology.
I stopped your time. You got 19 seconds left. You yield the rest of your time.
I said I was good. I said I was good to my closing. But all right, let me use these last seconds to ask you this though. DMG, the videos that I just sent to your inbox during my closing, would I be able to play those?
You
No.
inbox it to me?
No.
Yes, sir.
No, DJ. No. Nah, we ain't gonna do it in the close. The close is going over what we expected right now and emphasize your strong points.
That's what this
And we
is.
finna lead this. We finna
That's
lead this place. We finna lead this place. We ain't doing no extra. You should have did that. You should have did that early.
What you mean? This is proving my case and touching on points that went on in the
No.
debate.
I'm talking about what already been presented.
That's what it is.
Walk with me. Walk with me. You can't bring up no present debate at the time. Walk with me and understand where I'm coming from. This ain't no. I'm trying to keep you from doing nothing. We don't want to make the waters muddy. Like the opening round, I ain't want y'all to start debating. And the closing round, I don't want you to continue the debate. It's closing on what you already provided. No new evidence, brother.
Oh,
Walk
wow.
with me. Yeah.
I'm just saying he got to play a video during the question and answer round, but you feel me?
And if you would have wanted to play a video during the question and answer round, you could have too.
Yeah.
But it didn't have nothing to do with my questions. It was in response to the video that he played. Yeah,
So
but all right. It's all good.
Yeah. Walk with me.
All right.
We don't want to muddy up the water, brother. This great
got
job.
5 minutes to close out. Ratchet, let me know. I'd start the time when they start talking.
I just want to know. I just want to say this right quick before we go into the closing. I might wait till after the close. I'm gonna wait till after the close. We're gonna do the close because this question answer round is the most heated round. That when people get frustrated and flustered. I'm gonna let them go to get it out. I ain't gonna let them calm down. I ain't gonna let them cool down. I'm gonna let them go with it. But of course, right now, Lord Bennu, you got the end with the closing. I mean, not Lord Bennu, Pan African, you got the end with the closing, and then Lord Bennu go next.
All right, time starts when you start, bro.
Okay, how long you say I got? 2 minutes? Cool. This was easy work. Like I said, the definition of a non-citizen national is a person who claims to be a national, but not a citizen of the United States that may apply, and that they have a proof and oath of allegiance to the United States or the state that they are domiciled in. The u.s.a and Garveyites around the world, we are dual citizens. One, we are citizens of the u.s.a from birth, according to our Constitution. And two, wherever we live around the world, we are also citizen of that landmass. And that's how it's been since 1920, because we have a legacy and history of this nation. We are currently on our 11th President General. Again, the FACA Rock is a stock program where you could buy stocks and invest and get your payments back. That's purely an American thing that's coming out of New York City. Our international headquarters is in Philadelphia. A lot of the flags you see around the country during like Juneteenth and Kwanzaa come out of Philadelphia. It's a u.s.a business, right? And it's all for the purpose of uplift and benefit for the nation. Like I showed you, the African Union, those are established sovereign nations, the things that he's trying to be focused on. And they still have to wait till 2063 for their full plan to come to fruition, right? And it's still a Pan-African plan, which includes us all, whether we in Russia, Germany, Australia, Curacao. I'm sorry, I didn't bring up Curacao and Belize. Come on, we're all over the world, but our headquarters is here in the Western Hemisphere, specifically, and like I said, in New York City and in Pennsylvania. So in Philadelphia. So this was easy work. I appreciate y'all. DMG, salute. Brother Craig, I appreciate you. Especially on the holiday to get an opportunity to talk about Black nationalism, specifically the Pan-African government of the world. Wherever you are in the world, go look up your u.s.a, see if you can visit
time. That is time.
Have a nice day.
All right. Let me reset. Let me reset. Shout out to my little bro, Kahani. I got to hit him up after this. See how that new gig going. Shout out to my little bro, Kahani. Shout out to Notes from the Underground, a.k.a. Leandre. I'm going to hit up Domo, see if we can get that Politics of Black Folk Volume 3 going on. Shout out to the Slim Reaper.
Shout out to be the moderator there? Is that going to be the moderator there? Can I be the moderator there?
No. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man, a new Kakarot in the building.
You protected that nigga. You protected that nigga. He moderated my debate though. But go ahead. You protected that nigga. That nigga running. That nigga running. You don't want
all right, man. Lord Bennu, time starts when you start, bro.
All right, peace, man. I appreciate y'all for having me up here for this debate tonight. I want to say that I think my opponent was misrepresenting what I am as a non-citizen national. I want to say that the video that he showed played more to the point of that I was making. These people in those videos haven't done what they needed to do to break the contractual agreements that they have with America, the United States. And that is the end result, unless you are just going along and using your regular driver's license, your regular state issue identification. In that case, you would be a citizen of the United States of America. And my opponent says that he's not, or he never was, or he was confused himself. But in order for you to have those documents, you must be a citizen of the United States of America. Now, I can say I'm a citizen of the cow herders, and I can go and make that a micronation, and I can go and make my own passports and all of these things, and we can operate like we are a nation. But at the end of the day, we are not an independent nation. We are operating under the American construct, what governs us. So by him saying he's a Pan-African citizen, where? In America. Bottom line, there is no Pan-African place to be except Africa. And then if you go to Africa and become a citizen over there, there is paperwork that you have to sign to create new contractual agreements to let the world know who you are. He's saying that it doesn't matter who recognizes you. Well, what is the point? How? This is what these people in those cars were claiming. And that's why a lot of times when we bring up non-citizen nationals, people back to
that's time. That is time. That is time. Shout out to the brothers, Lord Bennu, the real people's champ, and the shepherd of your Mecca. Shout out to the animated assassin, Demus, Afrikan, them Garveyites, y'all. Ratchet Craig, it's on you.
Man, I just want to give a shout out, right? I got Shannon back here. Shannon rolling. Hey, boo. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave it right there. Hey, boo. I love you too. Yeah.
The Memphis Pimpology came out for just a second, man. The Memphis Pimpology came out for just a second. Look, you had to pull it back.
Nigga can't challenge me without the ladies. All right, but anyway, yeah. Nigga can't challenge me on debates. When you already, I gave you rules and regulations. Nigga, I would debate you. Then you turn around and try to make your own rules and regulations. Nigga, nah, we ain't doing that. You can't talk to me, nigga. You can't talk to me. I just want that nigga, the little nigga to know. Nah, you can't talk to me no more, bro. I gave you the opportunity and you failed, nigga. You failed.
Why you even bring? I wouldn't go bring it up, man.
I'm sorry. I went off script.
I wouldn't go even say that, man. You just
I went off script. My fault. It's my fault.
I was gonna say something. Look, you go.
Yeah. I blame Shannon. She done sent me out. Shannon, it's your fault. You sent me out.
You saw him say that, right? And you just knew I was gonna bite. I wasn't gonna even bite.
Yeah. I see, yeah. I knew you weren't gonna bite, but Shannon, I blame Shannon. Hey, boo, I blame you. I just stuck the tits out. Yeah, I was almost about to crash. Yeah. I had to address it, but hey, Shannon, my fault, DOG. I ain't gonna go no down. I ain't gonna go no down.
Tell the family when we gonna give them their results, man.
We gonna do their results tomorrow night, Sunday. We don't have the time schedule yet. But we got an estimated time. It's between
it's gonna be after my show with Richardson's.
Yeah. So it's gonna be after this show.
5:30, so it's probably gonna be around 7 or 8, 7:30 or 8.
Central, right?
Central time.
Yeah. It's gonna be 8, 9 Eastern. I need Lord Bennu and Payne to show up, and I want A1. A1, you should be the first person to hit the panel. And I want to see your thoughts on this debate first. Who gonna be your next opponent? So yeah. A1, if you out there, jump on this panel. And I want to see your predictions. Because you're the only person that matters.
And so, family, this is what we're gonna do. Next weekend, I was gonna do a double header for y'all, but what I'm gonna do is next weekend we got Cap 10K and ISUPK St. Louis versus the Dream Team. The week after, we're gonna do the finals of the Versus series. So we're gonna do like the Super Bowl. We're gonna skip a week and we're gonna come back to y'all with the finals. Somebody walking away with the big gold belt. Somebody walking away with $300. The other person going home to get in back of the line. Maybe they'll get in the tournament for the number one contender for the social media type. But y'all stay tuned. We got a lot of good stuff coming for you.
I got another announcement though, DOG.
What's that?
I got another announcement.
Oh man, go for it, man. Go for it.
Man. Monday is Labor Day. All you hardworking people go be off. We're gonna do a rose to the final because we're gonna know the results of this debate. We'll do a rose of the finals, and we're gonna see how we got here. Right? We go address sort of how we got here, the ups and downs.
Yeah, I'm addressing all you haters. All you haters, I'm addressing y'all. So I I ain't gonna give you a whole lot of energy, but I'm gonna address y'all. So
we got here.
Because y'all helped me get better. So the tournament for the number one contendership to J-Fac's title is gonna be better constructed, and so y'all helped us. But again, I'm gonna say like what I always say. Everybody can tell you how to do it. They ain't never did it. Like it's a 41-year-old woman right now. She didn't talk to Nick Cannon. She didn't talk to Cam Newton, but she's a relationship coach. She's 41 years old. Ain't never been married. Ain't never had a kid. I just want people to be careful. Like, it's a lot of people tell you how to do YouTube that ain't never did it. Just like that lady telling women how to have a relationship, but she ain't did it. So I'm just saying, everybody can tell you how to do it, but they ain't never did it. So,
and that show is not gonna be, I guess, political correct, like people think.
In other words, I'm gonna be cursing a lot.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be political correct like you think. We recognize a lot of things, and we gonna just address it how we got here for the winner of this debate versus A1. We're gonna address it because this is a rose to the final show. So yeah, we go see how it
I'm
goes.
gonna address how I really want to see what title A1 and his opponent gonna come up with, being that don't none of them believe in the Bible, because I really want to see if they ain't one opponents when it comes to the Bible. Now,
Yeah, you sold it to me, DLG. You sold it to me. I agree.
I really want to see if they not one trick ponies. If you ain't got a Bible believer to go against, what is you gonna talk about? Now, Pan and Lord Bennu showed me a little something.
Yeah, they showed me. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied.
Talk about more. I'm straight up surprised that these ninjas can talk about more than they non-belief in the Bible. So now, can A1 do the same? We're gonna find out in the finals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I want to say too, if anybody's interested, the video that I was gonna play at the end in response to Pan's video, I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page. My name is Bennu. I'll put it in the back chat if anybody cares to go check it out.
Put it in the private chat, and I'll copy it to the chat. Bennu.
What,
please pay promote yourself too.
Same thing.
Lately. Promote yourself too, Pay.
You said send the video, DMG, or
send the video, because Pan said he wanted to show a video too. Both of y'all
I sent it to your Facebook Messenger.
Put y'all Facebook. No, I'm saying put it in the private chat, because I'm not in. If you put it in the private chat right here on StreamYard, I can put it in the chat for this show right now.
Okay, let me see.
Same thing, Pan. That video you was gonna show on your Facebook page. Send a link to your Facebook page. Put it in the chat.
All right, and to everybody that's out there, bro, I love the peanut gallery. I think I should be the ruler of the peanut gallery because I'm a trolling person, right? And I love the kangaroo court of opinion. Don't get that twisted. But all of this is left in the hands of our judges. And yes, they are real people. I know some people think that the law firm is rigging this. There's no such thing. But if you want to continue to think that, I'm gonna allow you to continue to think it. It's the freedom of speech of niggas being assholes and making up shit. So yeah.
All I got to say is, look, if you want the moderator and the host all in your video, all in your presentation, talking about himself, singing, dancing, then go over to the Lions Den. But if you want to be represented with your teachings and have an opportunity to represent yourself, come to Paradigm Shift TV 314.
What a gunshot is? Give me a gunshot on that nigga. I need a gunshot. Man. Yeah, man. So we go see what's up. We're gonna see what's up. Yeah, we're gonna see what's up tomorrow. A1, you need to be the first person on that panel and talking tomorrow. I'm sending that out to A1. Cause I think you escaped by the hair of your chitty chitty, bro. But anyway, yeah.
All right, family. So you know what it is, man. It's your brother DMG. We here. We ain't going nowhere. Y'all come in tomorrow night. I got the Richardsons. They are going to be talking about financial literacy, leaving your family a legacy, financial planning, and the Black family. That is tomorrow night. Doing something a little bit different, but we hope y'all come in and rock with us on that.
I do agree. Could I ask you a question right quick on it?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to promote it. They ain't broke niggas like me, is it? trying to do this shit is.
Nah, they not.
Okay. I have to tune in tomorrow then.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm about to tune in.
Hey, but guess what? They are Christians.
Oh man, that don't matter.
I'm just saying, because
You know a Christian.
You know, it be some people that be having some issues with, you know.
Okay, I get you. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop that madness right there.
And I'm just saying. So with that being said, yeah, they are Christians, but we're gonna be talking about preparing your family financially, financial planning, and the Black family tomorrow with the Richardsons. That's 5:30 Central Time. Hopefully, it'll be as many of y'all in there as it was in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, so if I get on the panel, they ain't gonna belittle me because of my financial deficiency.
Nah, they probably gonna try to, knowing them, they're gonna try to see if they can set up a time to sit down with you and help you get yourself situated.
Okay. That was up.
That's
I'm there tomorrow. Y'all show up too.
That's the type.
Rich folks show up too.
That's the type of energy they come with. So you know, don't be upset with me because they're gonna be on your head top, like you know. And of course, next week, y'all, September 8th at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The Versus Series presents ISUPK St. Louis taking on the Dream Team. It's a team debate under the Versus Series rules. So the same rules y'all seen tonight will be the same rules next week. You got the social media champ, Jay Fax, Mr. Just the Facts, the silverback of urban apologetics, with his mans in them, the Dream Team. That's Brother Najiti, the Haitian Nightmare Darian, and the scholar extraordinaire David Chandler, taking on ISUPK St. Louis with Brother Masha Allah, the one and only Captain K, my brother, my captain, your brother, your captain, over here on Paradigm Shift, and the rest of the soldiers of Paradigm Shift TV 314 and ISUPK St. Louis representing. So it's gonna be a nice little conversation. I'm looking forward to it. This one I'm really looking forward to more than I have a lot of others in a long time. So definitely.
Can I ask a question again, brother? Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
There's 4 people on this motherfucking flyer.
Yeah.
Is Jabea concentrating on being the social media champion? Or what? I'm just saying. I just want to throw that out there.
Jay Fax is a Paradigm Shift loyalist.
Okay.
That brother is just waiting for a worthy opponent to step up.
Yeah, I agree.
Title from him. That being said, we're gonna determine who the #1 contender is for that title. I just need 4 volunteers. I'm hoping for my man, a new Kakarot, to step in. I would love to see him and Jay Fax square off, but again, he got to earn it just like everybody. And so, unless he called Jay Fax out and Jay Fax accept, then I mean,
we'll do skip the line.
You know, who am I to say? You know, he can't fight who he want to fight. So, but could you imagine? And I'm saying imagine, and try not to get in your body. Could you imagine Slim Reaper versus Jay Fax for the social media title in a versus series?
Hold on, bro.
I said, can you imagine, man?
Stop this madness. This nigga ain't nobody qualified to go against the Slim Reaper, brother.
I said J Facts. I said J Facts.
Yeah, he's not qualified neither.
You never said that about J Facts, bro.
Yeah, bro, he's not qualified either. Because I'm gonna hold him to the same standards that he been held in everybody else against, because he's a fucking coward ass rock. But my fault.
All right, family, listen. Y'all be there next
I
week.
got Classic Creed. Was Classic Creed on here for a second?
Sunday, September 8th, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. ISUPK St. Louis versus the Dream Team, the series. Let's get it.
Yeah. My ADHD kicked in, bro.
I see.
It kicked in, my fault.
All right, y'all. Tomorrow we're gonna have the results for y'all, man. This thing moving along. We're gonna be down to the final two, and we're gonna get to it, man. Well, tomorrow night, find out who walking away. Is it gonna be the real people's champ, Lord Bennu, the shepherd of u.s.a, or is it gonna be the animated assassin paying Demus? One of them is going home. One of them is moving on a step closer to the $300 cash and the big gold belt. One of them is going to be taking on A1, aka the Sauce, aka the Bible Breaker. Let's go. It's on you, Ratchet.
Man, that's gonna end this, brother. It's over with.
All right, y'all. We're gonna leave y'all with per usual with a little something for your ears, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with my man's Wavy Rushan, and we gonna hit you with one of my favorites from the brother. We're gonna go out how we came in with a pep talk. Y'all tune back in tomorrow. It's Paradigm Shift TV 314. It's your brother DMG. We're gonna be black at it again tomorrow. Shout out to our sister Miss Barbara, always supporting the channel. We appreciate your contribution, Queen. We out of here. That's peace.
Yeah. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get him, I got him, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, all them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you almost spotted the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about, I'm on they now, can't get a pass now, I'm a cash cow. Keep